My name is Nigel Blake. I was a police officer for a few years. I like antiques because they have a story. And like people, everybody has a story. There are a myriad things I liked about being a police officer, but helping other people on their worst day is kind of a cool feeling. I started working general duty for a couple of years, and then I moved over to a community policing street enforcement team, and then I moved over again to a surveillance unit, and then moved over to Mission RCMP and did general duty policing again for a couple of years. Then went over to be a bomb tech. During that time, I heard that they were possibly looking for police explosive technicians in Afghanistan to support the training mission there. It was an opportunity to help on a scale that I had never imagined that I would ever be able to do. I felt like we were doing something very valuable because we were contributing to the safety and security of the people of that country. It probably took me a full 2 years to fully decompress from Afghanistan. My journey, if you will, through PTSD probably started in the early 2000s. Had a couple of situations where I placed myself poorly in relation to moving vehicles and got dragged along by one and actually got dragged along by two in different situations. And that was sort of probably the beginnings of it. Within a few months of that happening, I noticed things in myself that weren't right. 2 days after this happened, I completely dissociated in a police car. Like I was driving, I was stopped at a light, and I think the light went through several cycles before I realized that I was just sitting stationary in a police car on Hastings. There was anger and there was introversion, and I was becoming a person I didn't recognize. So I communicated with a couple of people, and they all said, "You need to go and see this doc." At that point in time, I was like, no, I'm not that guy. I don't need my head read. I wound up going though, because these are people I respected. PTSD is insidious when you don't fully understand it, and I didn't fully understand it. I didn't fully understand it until 2017 when I went on a program with Wounded Warriors Canada, where they put up on a flip chart the DSM-5 definition of PTSD. And I'd had PTSD for years, and nobody had actually shown me what that definition was. It's peaks and valleys. I'm not going to tell you that it's all sunshine and roses. But the fact is that I have a network of friends that I can call on, and they call on me, and we're not alone in this situation. Although it may not seem like that in the moment, when you're in the well, you can reach out to someone who's been there. Aside from professional mental health care, the biggest asset we've got is peer support. We need to take care of each other.